wake up, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up. And when I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you.
Let's go. Almost fell. You know that stuff. Let me flip this down just for a second so I can see it. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with the new video. Sorry this video had to come on delay because all the meteorologists in Philadelphia scared the hell out of us, thinking that we were going to get a 10 to 15 inch snowstorm, and we only got maybe 10% of what they predicted, which is only about an inch and a half of snow. We done shut down the city, closed down the schools, and no mail didn't come. Airlines was all canceled, not delayed, canceled, over 1,500 flights. And then, like they were saying, if you have a connecting flight to Philly, that plane is just not going to come. You're going to have to stay on the ground. You can't do shit. New York shut down. They only got half of what they were supposed to get. Nobody really... This snowstorm just threw everybody off. Sometimes I think the media does that just to get some more money because, you know, everybody goes to the supermarket. People buy fucking snow blowers that they don't need. People just do a whole bunch of stuff. They got us, okay? I'm going to just say that. They got us. But we're here today to give you guys a new video. Make sure y'all click that thumbs up button, because some of y'all don't. Make sure y'all click it. If you're on your phone, click up the thumbs button. If you're on your Xbox or your PlayStation, there is a thumbs up button. How do I know? Because I go there. And I watch our videos sometimes. I click the like button. Excuse me. I feel like something in my throat. Oh my God, I should have said that. Anyway, yeah, so you know, the Scorpion show we had, it was kind of like a tweet weekend for the Scorpion show. And I want to say thanks to Tweet for coming on our show. She did a bunch of interviews, and you know she saved us for last that night. She did the interview. And we just had a great time with Tweet. As you guys, as you know, you've seen the video. If you did not see the video because you're trying to be shady, make sure you'll watch that video because it was good and it was way better than the first one.
And hey, Tweet, hey, Shanice.
Yes, hey, Tweet and Shanice. And of course, I was way better than the first one. And we got them both to sing. And some people, because me and Mikkel already knew that some of y'all was going to try to go in on Shanice. We don't know what kind of relationship Tweet and her daughter have, so, you know, let them have that relationship. Don't think that, oh, you know, I seen something.
But what we do know is that they do have a good relationship.
Yeah, a good relationship.
Because, as I was telling somebody, after we finished recording, we all were having a great time and a great conversation. And we just talked about a lot of stuff. We really did, and we went down memory lane, okay? And Tweet shared some stuff with us about different people in the industry, even including the late, great Whitney Houston, which I didn't know that her and Whitney Houston had a relationship the way they did. And it was just good to hear stories like that. So, of course, a lot of people were thrown off by Shanice's little attitude that she had on camera, but Shanice was nervous, and her and Tweet have a very understanding relationship. And like I said, they love each other. Tweet loves her daughter. Shanice loves her mom. Everything was cool. It was no, oh, I can't stand this B, I hate her. No. Okay.
I've seen this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Do that. So yes, it was a very good video. Very good video. Yeah. And shout out to Tweet, who, if she does do a reality show, she would like her daughter to come with her.
That's right.
So that just goes to show you that, you know, they have a really good relationship. There's no drama between them at all. You know, they love each other. And Shanice is she's very supportive of her mom. Very supportive of her mom. So I don't want anybody to think that, oh, she's not appreciative. No, that's totally not the case.
So shout out to Tweet. Shout out to Q. And you know what? I like Q's mom too. Q Q's mom, she's real nice and everything. Y'all know who she is, but I'm just saying, I'm just shouting them out. Yes, just shout her out. And so y'all know Sunday we went to the concert. Now let me tell, before we even talk about the concert, Hard Rock Cafe, y'all really need to get it together. Because if y'all say George open at 6, George open at 6. Okay? Normally we the ones that's on color people time. Y'all was on what y'all wanted to be time. Y'all had people out there waiting. I heard people was out there cursing the poor little girl out. And mind you, this is only her third day working there. So, you know, a lot of it was cold. Yes, it was cold. They all black people in that lobby. Like, are you kidding me? And the door keep opening up. And it's raining too a little bit. It's just too much going on. So then, you know, babe, I'm not staying here and dealing with this. I'm going to the car. Come back. You know, we in there. We all in there. Let me tell you something. They got a VIP section. Okay? Everybody with this right here, well, some of the people that was back there with this little VIP thing, thought they were just too hot to motherfucking try. Everybody thought they were an important person. You are just a guest, and you sit in the area where guests are. That's why it's called VIP, okay? There was no big-time celebrities back there. And, you know, some people, I would say 2, no, maybe 3 people gave me that, oh, I'm grand, and I'm gonna call somebody on you. You want to call somebody on me for what? Because I got somebody back here that's not VIP. Look at all the other people back here that's not VIP that got the something like that. Okay? Just like I told the lady, that new tweet, mind you. Okay, I say, yeah, she back here with me. She ain't bothering nobody. We back here having a good time. Is it okay if we stay? She said, yeah, sure. But you know what? These people back there, oh, you can sit here, but don't get comfortable. Excuse me, who are you talking to? That's not how you talk to anybody. And I can only imagine that was you they said it to. Because, you know, I'm quick, but not, my tongue ain't that quick with it. But, bitch, you ain't going, no, don't talk to me or her like that. Because now you disrespecting me in front of my friend. And I don't want to be disrespected by nobody in front of nobody. Okay? And then especially if I got to fight with her. So, no, we're not going to do this. So, when they come, instead of us moving, I say, no, we're just going to slide down. So, we slid down. Then, I guess he called the other guy over. He comes over. Oh, does everybody back here have a pass? No, she don't have a pass, but she's back here with me. We chilling. And if she do have to leave because she doesn't have a pass, I will be back to sit back in this chair. I want to sit down and I want to, you know, and enjoy the show. Well, who are you? Wait a minute. Let me ask you, who are you? I don't know who these people are. It was like, yeah. He come, I guess he worked. I said, so who are you?
When I wake up, I know I'm gonna see the man who wakes up to you. And when I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you.
Who are you? Oh, I'm working this event or something. And I think he said I'm working the tweet. Well, I'm against the tweet. That's who I am. And you know, it was just everybody feeling like they up here and you're just a nobody. And I'm like, oh hell no. Tweet was just on my show. Tweet was just on my show. So that's when the other girl came and I guess he trying to get me kicked out of the VIP. And I told her, yeah, she back here. She ain't got no VIP pass, but she got to leave. No. So, and you know who's bunch of people back there in Ohio. So then I see a lady she is Philadelphia legend, okay? Done work with a lot of people. I'm like, hey, I know who you are, blah, blah, blah. She walks right by me, and I'm like, I might not remember your name like that, but damn it, I know your face. And if we did that to anybody, they would be like, oh no, Who the fuck y'all think y'all are? Somebody announcing you, you just keep it going about your business. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, she all right, that's fine. So that's when, you know, we was having a good time. Let me set me up. The band
set me up. Cause I said I didn't want to be on camera when you talk about that.
Oh, well.
And you're talking about
it. But anyway, so the live acts are going on. I mean, Tweet had like 7 opening acts. Shout out to Tweet. There was a whole bunch of opening acts, but the one that really got us was the one that had us going a hand clap. And you know, Macau know my rhythm is not all the way there when it comes to the church clap. But we was just grooving. You know, I'm just having a real good time. By the time Tweet gets on stage, I'm like, listen, I'm not staying back here in this area because I can't with these people. So I'm going to let Mikhail talk about the rest of the show.
The rest of the show was amazing. I had a great time. Shout out to Jermaine Dolly. That was the opening act that got us all church vibe.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes. Shout out to him. He was wonderful, amazing. I got to speak to him during the show. Just really great and down-to-earth guy. The show was amazing. And y'all know, I am somebody who, if you're going to give me a VIP pass, thank you, I'll take the pass. But anybody who knows me knows that I do not stay in VIP. Yes, it's not my thing. I want to be up at the stage. Okay? I want to be near the person. So that's why I want to near the person. Okay?
Yes.
I had somebody try me, too, like they tried Kevin. But not in VIP. We was out in the bushland. But I handled that very well. You know, I handled it very well.
Because you don't want to be fighting.
But you know, it's not even fighting. You just don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
So I handled it very well. Even though they were very rude to me, I handled it very well. And she, too, said that she was going to call security on me. And I had to wait that VIP pass. I said, call. Call security. You know, this is a show. Everybody's staying. He's right. People were feeling very grand on Sunday night. People who were feeling grand should not have been feeling grand. The only person that should have been feeling grand was Tweet.
That's right.
That's the only person that should have been feeling grand because it was her show. But there's a lot of people who were feeling grand. But you know what? Despite the grandness that was going around in the Hard Rock Cafe, it still turned out as if it was an amazing show. I have not had that much fun at a show since.
What? On the Run?
On the Run.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because
you know why I said that? Because On the Run was just amazing. Okay? But the Tweet show was just as amazing. And even though we were in a small setting, the fact that it was sold out and everybody there was just jamming and having a good time from the bar to VIP to the floor to the dining area, everybody was having fun. Everybody was having so much fun that I found myself just
I was everywhere.
And I'm like, oh my God. I can't stay still. I'm just having that much fun. Like, Tweet, you did an amazing job.
Let me tell you something.
No, I'm not finished.
I thought you was finished. Don't get like the lady now.
Don't get like you did an amazing job. Shout out to Q because Q did an amazing job putting that together. He did a wonderful job. I mean, it was well executed. And I know he was a little nervous because it was his first time putting on a big show like that. But he did a great job. Everybody turned out. It was just so many people there that you were just like, wow, like I didn't know you were here. Like I didn't know you were coming to this. Like it was just so much fun. And Tweet, that show on Sunday should be a reminder of how much you are missed in the industry. I'm sure by now you already know. But it should be a reminder of not only how much you are missed, but how much your voice is missed. And how much your music and your talent is missed. And people just cannot still believe that Tweet is 44 years old.
She don't look it. I don't know what water she's drinking from.
Okay.
Give me some.
Well, me and her drinking the same water.
Clearly, me and her are girl by. Never mind. But no, let me tell you something. You know, y'all know me. Tweet when I call people up on stage to sing. I mean, everybody she called up there can sing. And I didn't know how she knew that. She called one of my friends, Jamal, up there, and he was singing, and they went off of him. But she was like, Captain, come up there. I was like, let's Tweet. Now, I'm not going to sing.
See, that was when I was on the other side, tipsy.
Because we got you, little Johnny. We got this bitch, Jolly Rancher, and he was.
Well, because somebody else had got me though.
Oh, another drink. Okay.
I was like Beyonce.
No wonder why he got my home. Never mind. But no. So she calls me up on the stage, and I say, Tweet, I am not going to sing, but I just had something to tell you. And, you know, I just told her, you know, how much he's missed. Look at this. I said, I don't know if he was, because I looked at the video, because I didn't know what I said.
I know we all gasped when we used the F word.
No, I said effing. I didn't curse. I said effing.
No, you did cuss.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, because we all on the side where I was standing there was like,
but yeah, that's fine. I thought I said effing.
No, you cussed.
But I'm just like, Tweet, we miss you, we love you. You know, if you were scared, just look at all these people in the room that's here to see you, okay? Just let this touch you, let this bless you. Just take it all and come on back because we need that album. And I was surprised that they was loving what I was saying. So then when I got off the stage, I didn't know who the lady was, but I said, Miss, I just need your chair so I can sit down. Because for me, I had a moment and I just like, I don't know what's going on, but I just need to sit down. So I sat down and I chilled and, you know, basically I got back up and enjoyed the rest of the show. The show was just off the chain. Shanice came out and sang happy birthday to my mom. And, you know, first of all, that band was getting it and the background singers was getting it. Everything was on at the point. To be gone for 10 years and come back and do that, come the fuck on. Tweet, don't let the town waste 10 years. Come on. 10 more damn years. Oh, so you want to be a bad girl, huh? Who make you wait 10 more? But no, the show was great. And shout out to everybody that we talked to, that we met after the show. I had a chance to meet Phil Thornton, who's executive producer from R&B Divas. And I was like, yes, me and you will talk because, you know, I got a lot of ideas too. So it was just good to meet people. It was so good to meet people. And, yeah, whatever happened after the show, just go to my Twitter. Y'all already see. I ain't got time to discuss it because the have-nots is about to come on. And there's a whole lot that we need to talk about. So let's talk about Lil Wayne. And because y'all know I've been silent about all of this. Oh, Lil Wayne is leaving Birdman and all of this. He's leaving Cash Money. He's taking Nicki Minaj and he's taking Drake with him. Listen. Lil Wayne saying that Birdman owed him $8 million from an advance for one of his albums, and he's tired of being held back. So he's leaving that label. I don't know what label he's going to go to, or if he's just going to keep Cash Money by himself. But they're going through their big friction, and I feel like they've known each other for too long for all this to be out in the public and for it to be so messy. I think that they should really try to work out whatever issues they're having privately and let us mind our business and not have people taking sides and saying stuff and talking about stuff where they have no idea what they're talking about. But I know that Birdman took Lil Wayne in, you know, when he was a teenager and stuff. So I just hope that they can get it together and that he don't, you know, keep saying, I know Nicki Minaj and Drake coming with me because they're loyal and all of that stuff. So I just really hope that they can work it all out, Lil Wayne. And you know, everybody wants your music to be out, but I haven't really felt Lil Wayne's music since the Carter 3. Now that album, I can play that from front to back. Everybody do that album. But yeah, so that's all that I really wanted to say about it. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Let me know how y'all feel about the whole thing. And breaking news today, Marissa Alexander, who was in Florida, who was jailed 4 years ago, and they had sentenced her to 20 years for shooting up a warning shot. Today she was released from prison.
Shooting up a warning shot
from her attacking husband. First of all, let me find out because I do think that y'all heard of it, but for those that never heard about the story, her husband, she said she shot a warning shot to prevent her husband from coming closer to her because apparently she was in an abusive relationship with the ex-husband, and she said that she was trying to get away. The prosecutor felt like there could have been several ways she could prevent it. What happened that day?
Wow, because the prosecutor was there when her husband was beating her ass.
Listen,
that's amazing. That's amazing. The prosecutor saying that you had other ways to get out while your husband was whooping on your ass. So you not shooting your husband, but shooting a gun up in the air to scare him was not a good way.
And it wasn't so.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. What did I miss? Okay. I'm just so. Wow. So now, because she already did 3 years, wow,
she's still, because she already did her 3 years, they let her out, but she still has to do 2 years of house arrest.
And that's still on her record for the rest of her life.
but they're going to give her time to, they're going to let her go to school to pursue whatever she has. Because she already has a master's degree. So she's going to, now she's going
to let her go to school. Go to school, go to work. That's so nice.
Yeah, I think it's all shade. I think they should have let this go because it's just Florida has too many different laws for me. And we really didn't find out about this case until Trayvon Martin was killed back in 2012, and then we found out that another woman was claiming self-defense, and they told her that wasn't self-defense when they didn't do anything to George Zimmerman. When they told him, "Bitch, don't follow him," he still followed him anyway, got his ass whooped, and killed that boy. And then want to try to say, "Oh no, he tried to take my gun." Oh no, you done showed your ass 7 times after you done got off.
Yes, he has.
And you have been the aggressor each time.
But sidebar. There was a story recently that was in the news where this man was released from jail after being in jail since 1978. He was accused of killing this woman and her daughter. Well, of course, he was found to be not guilty due to DNA evidence. But how about this? I just found this amazing. He was finally able to, I guess his lawyers were able to appeal and try to get a new whatever for the testing. Let's just say they were trying to get a new court date to do DNA testing. Well, this came about in 2003. He had to wait another 5 years.
Oh, in the appeal?
Yeah, in the appeal. He had to wait another 5 years from when he first made the appeal in 2003. He had to wait another 5 years. Yeah, and they just let him out. Now, how about this? This is the kicker. They let him out because they found out, due to DNA evidence, that he, had nothing to do with the murder. He's been in jail ever since 1978. But how about the family of the 2 women who were murdered are upset because they still think he was
But you know what?
After the DNA, you know what? The guy was black. So
yeah, I know. Let's go, Venus. So, because I had to take my mind off of that. So,
who am I talking to? Well, I'm talking to you now.
Yes.
But I talked to Bernadette on the side. Okay.
So Chris Brown had to cancel. Had to postpone. Because this is different. So he had to postpone a couple of dates because he did not complete 1,000 hours of community service. And the judge said, "Oh no. He did 90%. He did 90%. That means 900 hours he's done. And the judge said, "No, you're not going to no tour. You got to complete this service, and then I'll sign off on it." But you know what? Chris Brown, I don't feel bad for him, only because he really had been showing his ass. And he was in and out of trouble. And, he's just been going at it with the women in the entertainment field. He's just been doing a lot. So, sometimes you need something taken away from you.
But not only that, I don't feel bad for him at all. Not even a little bit. Because if I have to do 1,000 hours of community service, what makes you think you don't have to do it? And shout out to the judge who said, "Fuck that, you're Chris Brown. You're still going to do this 1,000 hours of service. Because, motherfucker, you're not going to get away with showing your ass in my courtroom." You know what I mean? Yeah. That just goes to show you that some people, celebrity goes over their head where they feel, "Okay, well, I only did 90%, so therefore that should be okay." No. But you were assigned 1,000 hours, so you do 1,000 hours.
But you know what? If they're going to do that to Chris Brown, they need to be doing it.
They used to do it to everybody. Yeah, they should do. But let me tell you something. If Mikhail McClinton and Chris Brown had to do 1,000 hours, I'm sure Chris Brown's going to get off, and Mikhail McClinton's going to have to do that 1,000 hours. So what makes Chris Brown any different than Mikhail McClinton? His celebrity. That's right. His celebrity should not matter in the court of law.
It should.
All right then.
But you know what?
Because you were told we're celebrities. No, we're not celebrities. But I'm saying, if you want to look at it at a standpoint, we're well known.
We're personalities.
Yeah. So then why should my personality get me off like Chris Brown?
Because he has a celebrity personality. You have a YouTube personality.
Okay, and I interview celebrities.
Exactly.
So then what?
I'm gonna let that go.
I'm on that courtroom, bitch. Beyonce knows who I am. Does she know who you are?
Beyonce here to talk about how good you are?
No, she's not, but let me call her up.
Of course she is. Beyonce's been by his side. Let me FaceTime her.
Bitch, and get you all put the way together.
So, what I really want to understand is how long ago, because I was trying to find how long ago was he supposed to do this 1,000-hour service? Like, when was he sentenced to do this? Because
when he first got in trouble the first time after Rihanna.
Like, all you have to do is just maybe go to an open time. Chris, you can get this done in a week. 2 weeks, you can get it done. Spend 8 hours a day in a community center, visiting children, go to the hospitals, just buy goddamn. You want to get your show a drop before you bounce?
He already did that. We already did that. We're still doing our show.
What? He going by our show.
Well, how dare you? Come on. Just say hi.
Hey, yes.
You tried it.
The Dig and Dig show is on Heat 100 Radio, February 7th, 2015. Y'all can download the free Heat 100 app, and y'all can listen to me and Diggy on our own radio show from 6 to 8 p.m. Thank y'all. All right, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Have a good night. Who's going to get this? It's good. What? You just started.
But not in the middle of while we're doing our show. You don't shout your show out.
This is his show. He does
my show.
I was real quiet.
I've been sitting here for 6 years, 7 years too. You don't do that. What did I miss? Wow. Okay.
Come on, man. Come on. 3, 2. Come on. You win this. So, I want to know how long ago did Chris Brown, he was told he had to do this because there should be no excuse on why it's not done. But he needs to spend 8 hours a day getting it out the way. Just visiting stuff, doing stuff with children, taking time out of his day, complete this community service. And then go on tour. And then, him and Trey Songz, they got a joint album coming out called Fan of a Fan. That comes out in February. So, I haven't heard any singles from it. This I don't think. But shout out to Chris Brown. Yep, come out February 25th, I believe. Somewhere in February it's coming out. Cause Tiger and Chris Brown, they all
remember not even years ago, like 10 years ago when like 2 singles would come out before the album came out. Now it's like the single comes out 2 weeks and then there's an album. I was like, nah.
Well, Chris Brown don't need to. I don't think
he really does. No, he don't believe. No, he don't.
Because he already got a couple songs on the radio, but now they got this, and it's no more 106 on Park. Oh my God, it's really tough, man. What do people want to do?
They're going to do what they did 40 years ago, which is perform and sell their album.
Oh, and pay the foot on the radio with the DJ. So have you
been 40 years ago? That was 2 years ago.
Oh no! Have you been keeping up with Celebrity Prince? Can you give us like a quick?
I can't because I haven't been keeping up, but I just downloaded the NBC app and I'm going to catch up on the list.
Yeah, because I'm going to watch it too. Because people been texting me and a lot of you all have been saying, like, you got to watch it.
Well, the first episode was very good, and I didn't even get through the first episode. I only got through half of it, but I can tell you right now, Nick Jonas' attitude, even on the first episode, I didn't really care for. I just feel as though Nick Jonas thinks he's God's gift to this earth because he's on this, because he's this
celebrity.
Yeah, like from the I don't know, maybe I have to keep watching it, but I'm just saying from what I saw in the first episode, I just didn't think Nick Jonas. I didn't need for you to tell me that.
But next week I'm going to catch.
But I didn't need for you to tell me that because I hadn't seen it. I said I only saw the first episode.
Well, as the show, don't do it. So, in this week,
what am I missing today?
In this week, I'm going to watch the rest of it because I got to catch up because I know next week is the fight between Vivica Fox and Kenya Moore. So, I got to watch all of those episodes so I could be caught up and then we can give our take on what happened. But yeah, I can't wait to see Celebrity Prince because a lot of you guys have been asking us, so we will discuss it. What else has been? There's been a lot going on.
Can we just talk about the actor who made the color remark on Tab Smiling?
You know what?
Talk about that real quick.
Yeah, because I have an opinion. Sorry. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
That's a terrible name.
Terrible name. Benedict Cumberbatch. He's an actor who plays on, I think he was in Django. Wasn't he in Django?
Yes.
Yeah. I think he was. Well, anyway, he's in that new movie, just came out. I can't think of the name of it, where it's like set in the 1940s and the Nazis and they're trying to crack this whole whatever the case may be. He's in that movie. I can't think of the name. Well, anyway, he was talking to Tavis Smiley recently, of all people, and I guess they were talking about the industry and the fairness in the industry and how different people don't get roles.
Yeah, how black people from overseas have to come over here to get roles.
Which is crazy because they barely get over here.
Yeah, but you know what? Can I, before you go, because I remember when I went to London and we did the picnic thing, and we were talking about race. I want y'all to go look for that video. And we were talking, I was like, well, y'all got it better over here because y'all black. And it's like, oh no, it's worse. And I was looking through like, y'all fucking crazy. Like, but they said, no, it's terrible.
But why would you think they had it better because they were black?
Because I didn't think that they really had all of that racism going on over there like we do over here.
What? Are you kidding me? Racism, anywhere there's a black person, there's racism.
But I know that, in certain countries, they love you because you're black. Like, they can't get on, I guess. But
anyway, Benedict said on Tavis Smiley, I think as far as colored actors go, it gets really difficult in the UK, and I think a lot of my friends have had more opportunities here, meaning the US, than in the UK, and that's something that needs to change. His comments were criticized by some observers on Twitter as being insensitive and out of touch. One user called Sonia Thomas asked, Benedict Cumberbatch used the term color to describe black actors. What year are we in? But Smiley, who was a black, defended the Sherlock star on Monday, tweeting, those who saw Benedict Cumberbatch on PBS know he feels persons of color are underrepresented in Hollywood. Can I go first, or do you want to?
You just put your opinion?
Yeah.
I think it's just blown out of proportion. For me, I believe that I would, if I was him, and my apology, I would have not called myself an idiot, because I believe where he comes from, they use the term color. They talk, that's how he talks. And this
Where's he from?
He's from England.
I didn't know that they still, I guess he is, but I didn't know that they call black people color.
I don't know that, so I can't judge, but to me, I think that's just how, that's how he speaks where he's from. And it just happened to come out in the media when he said, because he was defending us, and he was defending his people, the black people over in England. He was defending them, but he happened to say, come.
When I wake up, I know I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see the memories to you. And when I go out, I know I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see the man who goes along with you.
London followers, because I doubt if they use the term color as loosely as we use the term African American. I doubt that, because color is such an old word. It really is. And
how old is he?
He's only 38. Color was like old.
I'm sure where he's from, they still say color over the white people.
No, let me tell you something.
Something about it.
You know why I can't imagine them saying that in the UK? Because I doubt if I've ever heard somebody just, even on the news from the UK, using the term color. And I'm going to tell you why. Because color is such an old word, and it's such an old term that in 2015, if you're still using the word color in 2015, that means that you still have that mindset of 1965. And that's when, guess what? His family owned slaves. Well, a lot of white people slaves owned slaves. But I'm not, that doesn't mean he's necessarily a racist. He's not. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that we know whose family owned slaves.
But it's nothing I can do about it.
I'm just saying. But to think about it, I'm sure there's a lot of white people today whose family. Are you talking about his family from 1865 or his family from 19?
I don't know what year, but his family, because of their name or whatever, they had owned a lot of slaves or whatever. So, because I was just reading up on who he was and everything, and I know that I was reading that his family really didn't, like, if you want to go to the industry, don't use this last name because you're going to be ridiculed for your ancestors. But I believe where he's from, that's how they say, that's how they speak, and that's how it came out, even though he was defending. But
yeah, it's cool that he was defending the blacks in the UK for not being able to get certain rules, but I think you have to say color. Yeah, because color is such an old word, and like the one woman said, it's very insensitive to use a term like that, especially when you know certain terms are very hurtful to a lot of black people. You know, just imagine if you're sitting there. Just imagine if you're sitting there and you're talking to Tavis Smiley and you're talking about black people not being able to get certain roles in the industry, and you have an 80-year-old man sitting there in the audience, and you use the term color. They would look at you and say, "Well, I don't give a damn where you're from. That's not a word that you should be using in 2015." I mean, it's just not a cool word. So I really can't imagine that in the UK they still use the term color. I can't imagine that. If somebody from the UK,
let us know.
Let us know. I can't. That's just, and if they do, why? In 2015, are y'all using that term? That is that's an old term. Whatever happened to black? Or can I say black?
And they look at, you know how shenanigans. This is what they were telling me when I was over there. They look at black ghetto girls like how shenanigans is. That's how they think that a lot of black girls are.
Wait, do they look like? I'm sorry. You said two different things. You said they look at black ghetto girls. I think that's how they look at black.
And shenanigans, you know how shenanigans was on Martin. That's how they view black women over there. They was telling me a lot of stuff. Like they don't even have a lot of black shows over here.
I'm sorry. What black women do they view as shenanigans?
Black women, period. Like ghetto black women.
Black women over in London.
Yeah.
View black women in America.
No, over there.
Oh, white people.
Yes.
View them like that.
Like shenanigans and a lot of stuff. So
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Wait, hold on.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I totally get what you're saying. But I'm trying to figure out how London feels as though black women over there are viewed as shenanigans. I'm sure they have Michelle Obama's over in London. I'm sure they have Alice Walker's over in London. I'm sure they have Oprah Winfrey's over in London. So why would they feel that black women over there are viewed as shenanigans when I'm sure that they don't have a bunch of shenanigans walking around? I'm sure they have strong, powerful black women in London. So why would they feel that?
I have no idea. But you know something another thing I noticed that the black people over there, they know, like most of them like migrate from I shouldn't say migrate, oh my god. They came from Africa. You gotta be careful. Yes, because they like, bitch, I ain't migrate. A lot of them come from Africa to England. A lot, but they know where they're from. Like they say, "Oh, I'm Nigerian," or but you know, whatever country they're from, they'll claim that country because they know where they're from. Like I had to let them know that we don't know where. A lot of us don't. We know we take it from West Africa, but we don't know what tribe, what part we're from, or anything like that. So. I do want to take one of them DNA tests, but how do I know that they know exactly where our blood?
Well, you know, it was always. Did you ever see that PBS America guy? And he would do that, and it was just a great show. I just didn't like how he only did it with celebrities, because I know he did Oprah once, and I think he did Sidney Poitier. I think he did Sidney Poitier, but he just did a lot of celebrities, and I really wanted him to focus on a lot of regular people like us too.
Judge Hatchett used to do it on her show, because when she get them kids together. She would sometimes make them take a DNA test and let them know where they were from and, you know, why you shouldn't act like that. I miss her shit so much. But she would do that, and you could go to, like, mydnaancestry.com. I don't know how much it costs now, but back then it was like $500. I'm sure it's probably cheaper now. And also, Maury Show did it. Maury was,
this is before he was doing the Who's My Daddy show.
No, still during that time, but he was just, you know, like polling random people from the audience to take the test to see, you know, where they think they come from. So it was good. It was good to just know, you know, but I still a little bit, I don't trust it a little bit. Because they can just say, I come from such and such, oh, you're made up of this, you're made up of that. I know somewhere in my bloodline is Asian, though. I know that for sure. But, you know, maybe I would take it as.
How do you know that?
Because my eyes looks like what? I could. Bitch,
oh my God. You know what?
Bitch, I know it's in there somewhere. I know it's in my bloodline somewhere. We all have those eyes. It's something going on.
But you know, Asia is made up of different places, not just.
Yeah, but I'm saying I know I got some Asian in there somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm saying okay.
Don't come on there. Don't try to openly raise it.
I'm just saying because Asia is not.
Asia is a big ass. First of all, we know Asia is a big ass country.
Yeah. So not everybody in Asia has whatever eyes you're talking about.
Oh, girl.
I'm just saying.
Before y'all try to get me to
because you said Asia.
No. Listen. Before y'all try to get me together, I do know that Asia is not a country. It's a continent. I know.
But I just wanted you to be clear that not everybody in Asia has the eyes that you are referring to. So when you say Asian, that's why I'm trying to make sure that you are clear that not everybody looks like that. So I wanted you to make sure before they try to, because you know they'll come.
Yeah, but most of them.
And I wanted to make sure they didn't get you because you know they come from me.
Well, they know I'm not coming from. They know I ain't coming from a bad place.
Just an ignorant place. Because you're not 100% sure.
No, but it could be. But yeah, because you know how they get. You know how they get. What? Yes, you want some?
No, I haven't packed in my car.
That's cheap. I'm surprised they are $2.
Oh wow, really? Mine at
no, it was one something when we went.
Oh yeah, well I was just it was one something too.
Yeah. And what? See, I heard the girl that played Aaliyah, she's gonna be playing a Storm and the new X-Men thing.
Wait, so how there's like a lady?
No. They hired a bunch of new young actors to play different roles. Yes, but you know what? I'm happy for her. A lot of people, they was coming down on her Friday night. I think it's a good thing. First of all, you got a young black woman, and she's going to play Storm, and she's an unknown, and she's going to have a lot of eyes on her and a lot of opportunities in working with Wendy Williams production. So y'all should congratulate her on that and not come down on her because of that. What else is going on? I think that's Keisha Cole reality show.
Yes, can we talk about that?
I don't know enough about it. I'm just found out today.
I found out today too. But let me just say this. From what I thought that Keisha Cole had washed her hands on reality shows, especially with her mom and sister and all that.
Well, she went back on the show with them?
Yeah.
Because she shut down that other reality show with her family.
Yeah, with her whatever movie, whatever this thing does, and that didn't work. But to a lot of people are looking at this as, well, I guess Keisha Cole isn't, she isn't really producing these records or these songs like she was.
Everybody's having a hard time.
So now she needs to come back so she can get a check. Boost her sales up. And I mean, if that's the case, Keisha, all more power to you. But I kind of think she should have kept her mouth shut a few years ago when she, was kind of distancing herself away from her family. Yeah, because it made it look kind of bad for her. I would have just kept my mouth shut and said, no, I just want them to do their own thing and keep it, And now you run it back to them because now you need help with trying to get
themselves together. But everybody's having, right now, all the R&B girls are having a problem. And I really want to say this. There is no way that Taylor Swift should be selling 4 million albums. Now, and no disrespect to Beyonce, not even Beyonce selling that many. And I think that's something, I don't know if they're buying the albums or people are actually buying them, but if we are big Beyonce fans like that, she should be selling the same numbers. Because as many magazines as she's on, here she's pregnant, she's pregnant. She's always, all them videos, and I know Beyonce was exclusively to iTunes, but that was only for 1 week. Something's going on. Somebody needs to tell me something. Now, all of y'all out there bootlegging and downloading shit that y'all ain't supposed to be, I think it's a real problem that Taylor Swift is the only artist that can sell in 2015. Or maybe about 10 years ago, even if you had a mediocre album, the shit went gold. Now you only selling like at least 100,000 copies. It's just terrible. It's bad. It's bad, So yeah, that's what I want to say about that. And also, Maya. So Maya was in a strip club. I guess she was debuting new music or whatever. And she decided that she wanted to dance, and they paid her and everything. And no, she didn't. She didn't take off the clothes, but she pole danced and all of that stuff. And she had a lot of fun after the show. But when people first, Maya, you come from the 90s, okay? And you haven't had a hit over 10 years. So when you're in the strip club and we get a whiff of that, of course people want to look down on you. Of course people want to say, damn, it's gotten that bad for mine where she has to get on the pole. If I were you, would I have done it? No, I wouldn't have done it. But I don't care where you perform. You're better than getting on a pole in a club. Now, I can see if he was in a pole on a stage in an arena performing, you know.
Like Beyonce did with the, what's that, Patricia? At the Warner Brothers show?
Yes, but you're in a club. To me, that's like downgrading yourself, and you're better than that. But more power to you if you feel like, you know, fuck it, I'm going to do me. All right. But
that's crazy that we're speaking of Maya, because I can't even think the last time I seen Maya on anything. She should have been on What Was Where They Now.
She's going to have an unsung episode, I bet you. And it has no shade to her. There's no shade.
It's not. But we need to get her on the show.
We can talk to her and find out. And Sierra got some new stuff. Somebody tweeted me who people were. I'm going to try my best to get her on our show. Because there's so much that we can discuss and so much we can be open and honest about with her. Where I think she will open up. And I just want it to be a real interview. Not no fake, phony stuff. Girl, tell us what's been up. What made you get with that man and you don't even have 4 other baby moms? Like, it's a lot of stuff we can discuss if she's willing to.
Why does anybody do something like that? That's so silly.
You know, making like I was in love, and I think she was in love with him. You got the damn finger tattoo, and then she got a baby out the situation. She loves him, so yeah. And her new song is on iTunes too. So
4 baby moms. He got 4 baby moms.
4 baby moms. And who are?
I didn't see that one coming.
And I don't know what else he got. Come on, Venus. I don't know what else he got.
I didn't see that one coming.
So yeah, y'all.
4 baby moms.
4 baby moms.
Are you kidding me?
And remember, she took a picture with them while she was pregnant.
With who?
Baby moms. Yes. See, yeah, you know she was in love doing something like that. Now let that man produce her album. Now she's making songs.
Now she's making songs about how the relationship is no longer.
Yeah. But it's therapeutic. It's therapeutic. And Rihanna, Paul McCartney, and Kanye West. I heard the song. Let me just say something. To me, this is not no comeback. This is just something to throw out there to me. But I do like the song. But I want a stronger Rihanna comeback.
Is this the first single?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You know what's so funny? Because when the song happened, the pictures and stuff was everywhere. But then it's like now I don't hear anybody talk about it.
I don't know what it's done on iTunes.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what if anybody's even like. I'm sure people. I mean, first of all, you got 3 huge names: Rihanna, Kanye West, and Paul McCartney. Those are 3 huge names right there. Every time somebody, I would imagine that Rihanna's comeback song with Kanye West, Paul McCartney would be the same type of reaction that Beyonce album got the night we dropped. It should be that same reaction. Why? Because Rihanna is just as big. And Rihanna has 2 people that she can pull that type of reaction.
I don't understand why she was.
It's no reason why a day or 2 later people are still not talking about it, like how it was. First of all, there's no reason why people are not talking about how Beyonce was. And I'm sorry I have to throw Beyonce in. But remember when Beyonce came out, the next few days, Beyonce was being talked about on the news. Good Morning America was talking about it. Today's Show was talking about it. CNN was even talking about it. And Beyonce was nowhere on those shows. And they were talking about it. I don't think any of those shows that I just picked names has even mentioned this.
And when I asked pick the topics, nobody put the song.
And nobody put the song on it. Right. So it's like Rihanna, you have Kanye, and Paul McCartney. Y'all are 3 big names. There's no reason why people still should not be talking about it. And I don't mean fans. I mean people who are not you fans. It's no reason why those people should not be talking about it.
You in a song with a Beatle, girl. Did you let that sink in?
Right.
A Beatle.
That's what I'm saying. There's no reason why people should. It's something that's missing. And I'm missing something. Like, why is this not on the level that Beyonce's album was? Why is Good Morning America not talking about this? Why is Today's Show not talking about it? Why is CNN not talking about this?
I don't know, but I'm on Paul McCartney song. I
remember when I saw Paul McCartney in person.
I didn't see him in person.
You know where it was at?
The World Event down
No, Roseland.
Oh, yes, there.
when she did Love on Top.
She shouted them out.
No, but you know, the show that I was at was the one that's on DVD. He was going off like he wrote the song. I mean, he was in anybody who was at that show, he was in his seat, standing up, jamming. Okay,
that's the song.
I mean, there's no reason why. I mean, you got Paul McCartney on your phone. That's a legend right there, girl. Why? And I haven't even attempted to go listen to it because I ain't seen no. It's so bad, Kevin. Nobody even hit me up. Nobody tweeted me or Instagram me asking me if I heard the song. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Why? People always ask.
I retweeted Rihanna's right.
People always ask those questions. Did we hear this? And I have not heard anybody ask me, did I hear that yet?
They made sure we heard 7-11 and wanted me to do a video. But I said, I'm on my break. No, the truth is. I'm on break. But we got the video in there. But it's just,
I can't imagine this song not being a single. With those three, and
I wouldn't want it to be a single. Because, first of all, it's not a Rihanna song. And then Kanye singing on it. And I'm like, no.
But it is her song.
No, it's Rihanna, Kanye West, Paul McCartney.
But it's not her song? It's not her song? Oh, so we don't even know whose song it is.
It don't say Rihanna featuring.
Oh, it just says the
yeah. I don't know if it's a soundtrack, but Rihanna, like, girl, I want you to come with some fire. You've been going for 2.5 years. You ain't dropped an album in 2 years. You let 2 Novembers go by and you didn't drop an album.
That's a good thing. Remember, she was dropping one every day.
Every year. I miss her. I do. Maybe she wanted to make us miss her.
Yeah. I mean, who wants to keep doing that? Because then, who wants to put out 7 albums and only one goes to #1?
Well, she had stiff competition.
She did, but I mean, that's Rihanna.
See, again, maybe the same thing about the Taylor Swift thing. As much stands Rihanna had, she should be up there too.
Because I mean, Rihanna, you can't. Everybody likes Rihanna.
But even when Rihanna had those big numbers, she was selling like 300-something thousand. It was always a bitch like 400,000. Always somebody outnumbering them when it came to releasing an album. So when she finally got that one album, I know that was just like, yes.
Yeah, and that's after that one.
It took her 7 tries, but she got it.
And you know what? This next album that she comes out with may go to #1 too.
Yeah,
because Rihanna did with this album, because it hasn't come out yet. But she's doing with this album that she should have did with her other albums, which is release one and let it sink in. Don't just keep releasing.
And you know what? I wonder what happened with Nicki Minaj because she didn't even sell as many as J. Cole sold. Like it's a lot of these people, like everybody, when they album drop, it don't do as good as the last. Something's really going on. And y'all fans need to start saving y'all $10 and buying music and stop stealing. Because there's no way you can be standing like that and don't even have the original album. Come on, this is terrible. But who am I? I'm just some guy on YouTube. Anyway, I want to say thank y'all for watching today's show. Anything that we missed this week, leave it in the comments. We'll talk about it when we come back later this week. Again, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for watching the tweet interview. Shout out to that grape juice and to the Campfire, theCampfireDaily.com for posting our video and interview on their websites to discuss, the latest going on with tweet. And thank you for sharing our video as we share it. Thank you for using the hashtag The Scorpion Show. I'm late on the haves and the haves not because we recorded so late. But I just seen that Venus Williams lost. I'm not mad. I'm happy for Madison Keys. She's a 19-year-old American doing a damn thing. Hopefully Serena wins tonight so we can have an All-American semifinal. Yeah, I hope that Serena wins. So anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all soon. Talk to y'all later. Peace. We're in Madison Keys. Peace.